The question of how to deal with anxiety has been popping up in a lot of groups I follow, and one of my subscribers specifically suggested I do a reading on this. So here it goes. Anxiety is diametrically opposed to being in the flow. Before I go further, in my 30s, I had my share of full-on anxiety attacks, and it could be well argued that my seizure disorder had its deepest roots in the dysfunctionally fertile soil of anxiety. The solution I'm going to share with you in a minute has been key in me pulling myself out of last autumn's state of seizure mayhem. But first, let me lay out a pertinent foundation for you. The very root of anxiety is a desire or a compulsion to master your physical world, whether that's to do with our inevitable death, a goal to create financial abundance and stability, or a gaze to have a perfectly clean and orderly home. Anxiety can always be traced back to wanting to control what's going to show up in your future. Ergo, anxiety is the outcome of misplaced focus. The only thing you can actually control is yourself. That's yourself in this moment. And when you're stressing about what might happen, you deny your considerable capacity to have a real effect on what shows up. You relinquish control of who you're being in the moment and how you're reacting to your circumstances. You undermine the truth that you are the powerful creator of your life. Anxiety is one of the most disempowering emotions going. The antidote to anxiety is to put your focus on your inner self, on who you're being in the moment, on who you're choosing to be, and how you're choosing to show up in the world. Of course, this can be nigh on impossible when you're already up to your arse in alligators, so you really need to be proactive about it. Yes, it can take some time to develop the emotional mastery required to dispel anxiety and strife, but it's time spent that actually will change what shows up in your future. And knowing you're doing something that must, by universal law, have a positive effect on your future goes a long way towards assuaging the anxiety you're swimming in right now. This is another aspect of the delicious circle of certainty and relaxation I've spoken to in these past few weeks. It's a delicious circle that is very nearly synonymous with being in the flow, and that can only be created from within. By creating a well of deep inner peace and fulfillment so that whatever shows up in your life must, according to universal law, reflect and support that inner peace. Now, the solution that I mentioned a minute ago is a 3-step daily ritual that's super simple and easy to fit into your life. I call it the Soulful Fill-Up Formula, and it focuses specifically on creating a deliciously deep inner peace. It provides you with the structure you need to accommodate the flow that is the opposite of anxiety. You can get a free map of the exact 3 steps as well as an audio guide to help you get the most out of each step at soulfulfillup.com. If there's another topic that you'd like me to read on, mention it in the comments below. But in the meantime, get in the flow with the Soulful Fill-Up Formula at soulfulfillup.com. With warmest wishes and brightest blessings. Mwah.